think we can, get started. Okay. So I'll hand over my screen to you. Gaurav, just a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stopping the sharing. Perfect. So we can get
Okay.
started.
Thank you.
Over to you.
Yeah. Let me share my screen. Let me know when it is visible.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, it is Gaurav versus Gaurav today. So Gaurav is hosting session and Gaurav is the speaker. So Gaurav, if you can copy paste all the Slack, all the handles that people want to follow
Sure.
into the chat. So yeah. So, as Gaurav stated, a little bit introduction about myself. I am Gaurav Yadav. I'm a Salesforce enterprise architect, and I'm into the industry more than 12 years now. And I'm using Slack from more than 10 years. When Slack was in beta, and many few people were aware. And recently, it becomes a buzzword when it is being acquired by the Salesforce. And I can say that is a very strategic merger. We can talk about that topic later on. And I'm using Slack from 2013. And in my Salesforce journey, I'm being a ranger. And in the Slack community leaderboard, I am at the number third all across the globe. That is kind of a Stack Overflow thing where people can ask questions, and I love to answer them. And as Gaurav was stating initially, that I love to help people try to resolve problem because that will keep me moving as well, so that I will not being rusted. And sometimes got to know very good and unique use cases. So that's about me a little bit. And also, some of my friends suggested to share all of my expertise to the larger audience. So recently, I do have created my YouTube channel. So its handle is Discover Salesforce with GY. It is Discover Salesforce with Gaurav Yadav. I will give you the link into the chat so you can visit over there. And I usually create content about majorly about the Slack and as well as Salesforce. It is basically about the Salesforce ecosystem. So having said that, if you have not attended my previous sessions, this is my trademark slide. I can say in every of the sessions, whether it is a Salesforce, it is a Slack, or any other community session, that I do believe in discussions and brainstorming. It is not like that I am the only one who is speaking. So if you have any question, just raise a hand in below and ask your question immediately into the chat, as well as I will request Gaurav to unmute you. If you have any question, stop me. I am closely monitor the chats as well on my another screen. Okay. So this session is about build your first automation in the Slack with help of the Slack workflow builder. And yes, as the session's name is transform your Slack game and diving into the automation with the workflow builder. So as an AI era and everything, and in fact as a human, we always tend to find out the answer if, or it is a thumb rule into the software engineering as well, that if a if a step is being repeated multiple times, maybe four, five times, then let's build an automation on that one. So that is possible with the help of the Slack. So I will take around 2 to 3 demos. I'll try to show the real use case where how you can build some of the automations into the Slack. So it is leveling up your knowledge about the Slack, not just being as a messaging platform, taking a level ahead. That how you can build some of the automations as well, and you can increase the productivity. So very first question, guys, you can just put yes or no if you are familiar with Slack, or if you are hearing it very first time, you can also tell. Are you guys aware of the Slack previously? Yes, no. Okay, Slock says yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so okay, thankfully, I think we do have a pretty decent audience that people are using already Slack. So yes, so then you may be aware about the basic terminologies and the jargons about the Slack. So I will not be afraid to using those jargons as well. Okay. So the target audience is, so when we say the automation workflow builder, things come into my mind. Oh, I do need to code. So for this Slack workflow automation or the Slack workflow builder, there is no coding experience required at all. Even if you are a business user, if you are a small entrepreneur as well, you can build these kind of automations for your productivity and for your team's productivity. And this is the data from the Slack itself, that the 80% of those who build Slack workflows are the non-technical peoples. And this is the Slack internal data source. So no coding experience required for today. And yes, if you want to build workflow side by side along with me, I'll happy to give you a chance. You can try to build that workflow in this session. So that's the target, to give a kind of a hands-on kind of a experience. So agenda of today is pretty small, but is a Slack workflow, and then we will directly jump into the live demo of building a workflow. Okay, so I'll take a pause over here if anyone having any questions so far, right, or anything you wanted to discuss. Okay, so far so good. Silence is golden. Okay, so with the help of the Slack workflow, we can automate anything from the simple to very complex. And as I stated initially, that no technical skills required. And if you don't have any technical skills, never done any programming or anything, no problem at all. It is very easy, drag and drop tool. You can do lot of innovative things. And with the Slack, anyone can build automated process with the drag and drop simplicity, and you can build those workflow for yourself, and as well as distribute those workflow to your team members as well, so that they can have effective workday, and they can be more productive during their work. Okay, so what user says about it, again, source of this is the Slack itself. I am not making this up. So number one is from the Spotify, that automation has really improved our team's performance and productivity. People save countless hours by no longer doing the manual task. As I stated initially, that if something is being touched multiple times, 2-3 times, then definitely we want to automate those kind of things. And so here workflow builder helped us out. And same thing is being said by the Spotify advertising, right? It increases the performance, and it increases the productivity of the team as well. So Slack and productivity come side by side. When there is a term productivity into the enterprise communication, then there you can go with the term Slack as well. So that's the analogy, or the two side of a coin, I can say. Slack and the productivity go side by side. Below is from the T-Mobile. One thing I really love about the Slack is that it's built for anyone, and I do not know what the workflow was prior to this year. This is a statement in 2024, but it is being truly a lifesaver for me. As I stated, it is giving a drag and drop tool, and you can build anything. People are coming up very creative ideas, very creative thinkings. I'm just trying to scratch the surface in this demo, and definitely if you want to discuss more about this, you wanted to do some more brainstormings, please feel free to contact me or Gaurav Singh as well. Okay, so how do Slack workflow works? I'll just read through this slide. Think of a workflow as a series of the steps, actions, and the reactions. Okay. Workflow meaning that you are performing some activities. You are going from point A to point B. In order to go from the point A to point B, what are the series of the actions that you are performing? It is a workflow. Workflow is nothing, even that you are doing your day-to-day job. You are preparing your task list. You are completing your first task, you are completing your second task. So this is a workflow. So workflow is a normal terminology, that a series of the actions and the reactions. And every workflow starts with a trigger. Just like you are preparing a to-do list for your daily day-to-day task. So the trigger is completing that first item of the to-do list, or trigger point is completing that second item of that workflow list. Like trigger point of this session is that Jaipur Slack community reach out to me. Can we take a workflow session. So that's the trigger point, which is initiating something. So some triggers can be kicked off automatically at the scheduled time and scheduled interval. For example, that your daily morning alarms all love to snooze our alarms. Okay, so that is trigger. Workflow is triggered at a scheduled time. So automatically that is possible in the help of the Slack workflow as well. And some triggers happen when someone is taking action, like I'm taking a real world analogy. Let's say you are taking a action. You are opening a door, you are going to office, you are turning on your laptop. So these are the some of the trigger points that initiate some of the workflows. And let's say some you have someone reacted to your message into the Slack. So that can be one of the trigger point into the Slack. So, and maybe someone is clicking a link into your message. That is also a trigger point. So selecting it from a shortcuts menu into the Slack workflow terminology. When one of these steps are being taken, triggers automatically sets off, and it will go to the workflow steps. So as at the point number 1 is stated, workflows are the series of the actions and the reactions on that one. So whatever trigger point is there, based on the trigger point, certain series of actions are being kicked off, and those actions are the workflow steps. In each workflow step, I can do multiple things. I'll guide you how to do it. Okay, I'm again taking a little bit pause over here if you want to ask any questions. Okay, going once, twice, thrice. Okay, thank you. So ways of using the workflows, I can think of multiple ways of using the workflow. Let's say I do want to collect the information. That could be one of the workflow. Let's say I'm working for a business, for a small business, and I do ask my employees whenever you need some kind of automation or whenever you need a new thing into our store, new thing into the software, new things you have to enable, just send me a message on this channel. So that is a naive way. That is the very easiest way of doing it. The problem in that traditional approach is that everyone is following their own path, own mechanism of sharing or requesting a feature. Let's say I want to enable a workflow, so I'm just typing in, hey, I want to enable this workflow, this and that. So instead, the best way is so that it can be collected in a more articulated or a more refined way. We create the forms. So that is possible into the Slack, and that will come into the Slack workflow that we do have created a form. You want to request a new feature, just fill out that form, fill out the required details. Then that will give a standard template that everyone is filling out that details, and whatever basic questions I do need to ask before enabling that feature, I can ask at the time of the request submission, so that it will reduce the back and forth conversations as well. So to collect the information, one of the use case of the Slack workflow, to collecting some ideas, maybe there are some events going on, you do want to collect some of the ideas, and so that's where you can collect in a standard template, and you want to collect the feedback. Let's say this session is going on, we do want to collect the information for this session. What I can do, I can ask for the feedback with the help of the workflow. And let's say I do want to submit for a PTO request, and for till date your organization is not having anything for collecting the PTO information. Just people are sending direct emails or directly doing a one-to-one messaging. So those kind of not the non-standard way. So standard way is okay, everyone is submitting their PTO in a standard template. So that's the one use case of the workflow. Not the one use case, but under the workflow, you can collect the information. And collecting the information, there are multiple use cases: collect an idea, collect a feedback, and request maybe for a PTO, for a personal timeout. And then, as I stated previously, that some of the workflows can be triggered automatically, that you can send the reminder, set up a recurring reminder to help and you and your team to stay top on important tasks. Let's say you are having a weekly call or a monthly call, and it is being instructed by your manager or your team leader that every week, please gather the agenda, whatever people want to discuss for that weekly or a monthly call. So the traditional way of doing it, you let's say calls are happening every Wednesdays. Every Tuesday, you will type a message. Gentle reminder, guys. Tomorrow is our staff meeting. Can you share your topics to discuss about that? So every week you have to do that monotonous task. One automated way of doing is Slack workflow will automatically trigger a recurring task that will send a reminder to all of the colleagues, and that will send a form to collect the information. Okay, tomorrow is our staff meeting. Any specific items that you want to discuss. So that way, you don't need to recall everything. Okay, every Tuesday I do need to follow up. I do need to remind. Slack will do on your behalf, and Slack will collect all the information on your behalf. And on the meeting, you will just fetch all the information. Okay, these are the inputs that we got. So that is a second very nice use case for the automated workflows, I can say. Okay, so we'll directly jumping into the demo. So we will learn about using the triggers to initiate your automation, and we'll try to automate a simple task, and we can take control of our day to do these powerful things, and we can free up some time so that I can do some more productive things. Okay, so before directly jumping into building a demo, I do wanted to show you what I wanted to do. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. Give me a minute. I am just zooming in. Let me change the preferences so that you guys can view it. Give me a minute. Let me do 175%. Yeah. Okay, let me know if it is visible to you very nicely. Okay, so for doing things, you have to jump into your workspace, and I do have jump into the workspace Discover Salesforce with Gaurav Yadav. This is my personal workspace. So let's see, as a customer, I am. Let's consider currently I am the only one into this workspace. So consider me as a both actor, as a customer as well as a support person as well. So as a customer, I am sending request. I need in Slack session. Okay, I just send this simple message. So the one way is the traditional way is, okay, I can acknowledge over here. Okay, hi Gaurav, I do have received your request. We are working on it. Okay, how much time it take, right? And now I do need to work on this request with my internal channel. So to working on this request for my internal channel, what I have to do, I have to copy this message, go to my internal channel and post this message. No, let's do a Slack way of doing it. So I'm making a trigger over here. I make a emoji. Okay, this emoji means that I do have looked at this request, and you will see in the thread I am getting an automated reply at the rate Gaurav, since I'm only one in this channel. So consider that this is from the customer. Thanks for reaching out. We have received your request and we are working on it. And you see on the left-hand side, this message is automatically posted into the internal discussion channel. And in the internal discussion channel, it automatically posted that needed more discussion. It is requested by Gaurav Yadav, customer is Gaurav Yadav, and this is the complete message. So this is the one automation that we are going to build today, that to acknowledging some of the messages. Acknowledgement is always uh, good for the customer, so that they will get to know, okay, something on. Otherwise, it will be a radio silence, and they will not know what is exactly happening. Okay, I am again jumping to the previous channel. So let's say I do want to request a feature. So I do have created already two workflow over here. One is for the requesting something. So let's say I requested a feature, request a new feature. Like what feature is needed? Need to add Gaurav Singh in this workspace. Okay, I'm making this request, and tentative date, I do need to add him on the 8th of July. So I just submitted this request. It is like a standard way of collecting the information. And if you see on the left hand side, I'm getting a two notifications. What are those notifications? That one, I am getting who is submitting the request, that thanks for initiating the request. We have receiving your request, and someone will review it and someone will reach out to it. And a second message is being sent into my internal Slack channel that, okay, this is the new feature request which is being received, so that I can start working on it. Okay. And one that I was saying about the PTO one, let's say I do want to request for the PTO. Let's say need PTO, I am submitting who is your manager. You can select who is your manager from here, PTO start date, PTO end date, and need to attend Dreamforce. Let's say I do want to request a PTO for attending the Dreamforce. So I can submit it clearly. And again, you will notice that on the left-hand side, a PTO request tracker, I selected myself as a manager, so that's why I'm getting it. I can respond to it. I can select whether it is being approved or denied. Let's say I can approve it, and then I can again submit it. Then whoever is the requester, again, it will go to that person that Gaurav has reviewed your PTO and mark it as approved. So this is a very standard way of collecting things. I do have created the templates, and all the things are happening into the very defined manner and with just one clicks. Do it once and forget it, and then that's the beauty of automation. So you no need to do again and again things. So okay, so we are going to at least try to build those first two workflow when emoji reaction is happening, giving acknowledgement, and one workflow is for the requesting feature. If time permits, we'll go for the third one as well. Anshul asking, where will this recording be sent out? Gaurav, do you want to take this up?
Don't worry, Anshul. It will be available on the event page, the same you have RSVP'd with. And also, you can DM me. I'll share the recording on LinkedIn as well. So you can get it from there.
Okay, perfect. Now you understood that what we are going to build. We have spent half an hour on this one just to set the baseline so that everyone on the same page, and directly instead of directly jumping into the demo, I just wanted to show you what are the powerful things that I'm trying to show you here. So for building the workflow, if you want to do it, you can do it as well side by side. You can turn on your laptop. If you have not, you can directly jump into your any of the Slack workspace. And if you are not sure how to create your Slack workspace for your personal use, I am posting a YouTube playlist created by me. It will show you how to create your personal workspace, to working on your some of the personal projects as well. Okay, so once you land up on your workspace, on the left hand side you will see this more three dots. You can just click on this three dots, and here you will see a button automations. You can just simply click on this automations, and it will go to recently used, managed by you, workflow, and these kind of tabs. And on the top right hand side you will see a button of the new workflow, and in fact you can see all the workflows by clicking on the workflow tab. Excuse me, sorry. So the PTO tracker that I was showing, request feature, and one is gather the feedback that I was showing you. Okay, so this new workflow will be visible on all the screens. Okay, there are few templates as well that is being already given by Slack that you can quickly kickstart your building your workflow directly from here. Okay, so I'm just going to top right hand side, new workflow. I am not starting with the template. I am clicking on build workflow so that we can instead of reusing a template. So it will take some time, and it will try to load a screen like that. Okay, since I do have done this 175%. That's why it is looking like that. Let me zoom out little bit. Give me a minute so that it will little bit look nicer. Going to 125%. Okay, going to more automations, click on new workflow so that it will, I can see a nice view. Okay, now this is a little bit better. So choose an event, as I said, workflow start with a trigger, choose an event. What are the Slack events available from a link? You can initiate a Slack request from the external website as well, from the external third-party thing as well. We are not going to talk about it on this one because that is a more detailed topic on a schedule. As I said, your daily morning alarms, you can schedule it. I do have a Wednesdays, my staff meeting, my team meeting. Everyone anyone can schedule it that before the meeting, like on the Tuesdays it will send the reminders when an emoji reaction is being used. I used a I emoji reaction. When a person joins the channel, it is also possible that a new person is joining a channel. When a list item is updated, this is completely new, and from a webhook as well. So we are going to do from okay, sorry, from the webhook is a different one. It requires some of the technical skills as well, some of the coding, little bit coding, not much, but we will cover from a link and when an emoji reaction is being used. Okay, so let's use when a emoji reaction is being used. Add a emoji reaction. Okay, I am adding a emoji reaction 100%. Okay, I choose this emoji reaction when the 100% emoji reaction is being made. It is being allowing me to select, or maybe I can select from here. Okay, so it selected two emoji reaction. One is very smiley face and one is little bit smiley face. On which channel? You can select the channel. On which channel do you want to initiate this workflow? Let's say I do want to initiate this on the sample channel for demo. Okay, you can even choose multiple channels as well here. I can cross and let's close this out. Close and discard. Emoji, add emoji. I'm going to use this emoji. Okay. And on the sample channel, you can choose multiple channels as well. I'm going for the one. Let's continue. Okay. When this workflow is start, when someone will give a smiley, now it triggered. Workflows are the number of steps that you are going to do. Add the steps. There are multiple steps available. You can do a form. You can directly send the message. You can directly send the message to users. You can have a workflow control as well. And in fact, you can call some of the third party already available connectors as well, which is present into the Slack. There are a lot of connectors available into the Slack. Okay, we are not going for the third party connectors, but you can do any of the connectors as well. So what you can do, let's say I want to add a step into the, let's say I want to send the message. First of all, I want to reply in the thread. What reply? Where, which thread? Reference to the message where it was reacted. Your request is received. Okay. So first of all, I do want to send that message that your request is being received. Now I can add second step as well. And if I want, I can save this workflow. Workflow can consist of one step as well. It doesn't matter. Okay, I can add one more step. I want to send a message to a channel. To which channel? Internal discussions channel. We can send received this new request. Team, please work. Okay, so what request we got, and I can also insert the message link and other things as well, like link to the message uh, that was reacted to, link to the parent message, link to the channel. I can do a lot of things. So I can just simply put link to the message where this reactions is being made, and I can click save. Okay, And now it is only a two-step process. First, we are replying on the thread. We have received your request. We are sending that request to the internal discussion channel. I can just click finish up. Okay, demo for emoji reaction. Okay, I am putting the workflow name so that we can uh, feel able to visualize which workflow it is. Okay, I am just putting the description same, and you can even choose your images thumbnail as well. I'm choosing this thumbnail which is provided by Slack. I can just simply put publish and just done. It is as simple as that. Just 3 steps, 2-3 steps, and just I'm closing it. So where I did sample channel for demo, what I did, this is demo message 1. Received a message from the customer. I am acknowledging it with a smiley. Okay, what it do? It sends a message acknowledgement into the thread. Okay, your request is being received, as well as it is informing my internal team that we have received this new request and this is the link for complete. Okay, so far so good. So this is the trigger point, simple trigger point based on the emoji. We are sending one of the acknowledgement into the thread and then it is going. And in fact, this is applicable for any threaded message as well. Let's say a discussion is going on. Uh, what is the status of this request? Okay, I can just simply put it over here. I can put a smiley. Okay, and it will do exactly the same thing, that your request is being received and it is informing my internal discussion channel. Okay, we have received this request. What is the request? What is the status of previous request? So build once, reuse multiple times. Any questions so far? So again, I'm navigating back how to create your workflow. Go to the more, go to automations, new workflow, how new workflow, and you can either create a workflow from the scratch and from the template. We do have created this workflow. What was the workflow name? Demo for emoji reaction. And in fact, you can edit that workflow as well that you have created. You can just simply come over here, click on this, edit, and you can change the steps as well later on. It's not like that. It is being built once. And in fact, you can change the sequence. It is just drag and drop. I am changing the sequence. First, I am sending message, and then I am sending message to the internal channel, and then I am sending message to the thread that I do have received your request, and I can just publish the change. Publish the change means it is ready to use. So now, what it will do, it will first send the message to the internal discussion and then it will reply to the thread. And in fact, I can add more new steps as well over here. Any questions so far, guys? Okay. Silence is golden. Okay, going. So the next one I give a demo for. One is for acknowledging, and second one I request a form. Let's say I do want to build these kind of forms. There are multiple forms that I do have created previously. One is the PTO and the request feature form. How to build these kind of forms? Okay. Going to the more automation, new workflow, build a workflow. Now this time trigger will be, can we send the files using the workflow to our local system? Yes, Harshit, it could be possible with the help of the connectors possible, but not Slack's out of the box things. And yes, we can also send the emails with the help of the Gmail connectors as well. So not Slack's already provided step, workflow step, but one of the steps could be possible into the one of the connector that is being provided. Maybe you can experiment and also let me know as well. Okay, so this time we want to send a form to the user, so that we can collect. Okay, does this automation also work if a Slack is not login for a day? Yes, it will work. If you have scheduled the automation, yes, it will work every time. You have created this automation, someone else is doing a emoji reaction, or yes, it will work. Okay, so from the link, I'm going to send a link and that will collect the information. Example workflow link, it will automatically create. It is not a editable field, so no need to do it. Click on continue. This is going to be your trigger point. Now add steps. What are the steps I want to do? I am going to give a form. Again, I am repeating closing and discard. I am adding a steps. From the right hand side, I am going to one of the steps forms. And just to check the Harshit thing, there is a send an email Google connector already there. Okay, Slack already provides lot of thousands of connectors already there, so you can always experiment. Okay, forms, collect the info from the form title, session feedback. Okay, I can add over question over here. I can choose from whether it is a paragraph, short answer, rich text, composer, drop down, multiple choose. Even you can give a file upload option as well. Let's say short answer. Do you like this session? Okay. Type is short answer. I can make it required. Done. This is the first question. I can add a second question. How much do you rate this session? Okay, I can put over here a drop down option number one, rating two, rating three, rating four. Okay, like that. And I'm not selecting default. I can done, and yeah, I can save it. Sessions feedback. Okay, and now I can just click finish up, and I can give the name feedback for session. Okay, and I can just publish it. For these kind of workflow, it will directly give you the link and no need to select any channel, and this workflow will work anywhere. Okay, I can just click done. I'm coming back to all the questions later on. I'm just wanted to complete this one. So I do have copied that workflow link. I can just simply type that workflow over here. I can just put start workflow, and do you like the session? Yes, very much. And one is being the lowest, four is being the highest. I am rating four, submitted, and yours feedback is being submitted. Okay, so again, I didn't collected this feedback what user is giving. Okay, this, so I can directly again I can go to the automations, session feedback. I can make some edit into the workflow so that I can at least get to know what is exactly happening on that one. So I do have collected the form. Now it is automatically suggesting, it is a little bit intelligent enough, it is automatically suggested what do you want to do next. I can message in the channel and it automatically give all the questions and the answer, and I can send it on to the resources channel. So this is the feedback that is being received, and I can save it. I make the edit. Okay, scroll up, publish changes. I'm copying the link. Already I do have that link. Again, I'm going back, pasting the link over here. I can start. Okay, I'm typing. How is the session? Rate it, submit. And what it is going to do, it is going to post all the feedbacks over here. So I do have received this feedback. So this is how you can just very quickly you can build one feedback, completely feedback, and this is anonymous. I don't know who submitted this feedback. Okay, now I'm coming back to the questions. Sanjay is asking, can we create a URL using the workflow variables? Uh, Sanjay, yes, we can create a URL using the workflow variables, and that can be called from the Postman. Yes, that is possible. If that was your question. Slack has limits, like send an email has limit. Yes, Slack is having a limit. So these kind of the basic workflows where we are not using any kind of third party connector, those workflows are free to use. Any number of steps, multiple 10, 15, any number of steps are possible. But as soon as you start using any third party connector, and if the steps are more than two or three steps, then it will consider it as an advanced workflow. And there are the limitations on advanced workflow. It is per workspace based on your plan, whatever plan you have taken. And I think per month it is giving 1,000 workflow free run. After that, there is a monthly quota. After that, it is going to charge. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I am taking one question by myself. Let's say something went wrong and I do want to audit what is exactly happening. Just an advanced question that I am taking up. Let's say this, how many workflows we have built. So we have built that this one, demo for emoji reaction. I can go over here and I can view the activity logs. So these activity logs will tell exactly what actions has been taken. So I can expand the details. Gaurav started this workflow with this reaction. It sent a message into the thread and it sent over here. So I can debug as well, and I can filter it out with the help of the completed, in progress, error out, and I can do it based on the dates as well, so that you can collect the data. So, okay, two questions coming up. I'm confused which one to take. Okay, I'm taking from Dr. Sachu first. If we create a questionnaire, is it providing a consolidated response like Google Forms? Yes, it is possible to create a consolidated response. There is one new thing called lists. I can create a new list and I can put all the response in that list. So that is possible. And in fact, you can send all the response to the Google Forms as well if you want. So Sanjay, saying that I'm to using the sending message to a channel, if we have insert the link option, is there a way to configure variable like, okay, so yeah, Sanjay, that advanced kind of thing is not possible with the workflow. With the standard workflow, I can say, but you can also code as well for the workflows. So if you are not satisfied with all the steps provided and if you want to do the advanced things, there is a Slack platform 2.0, Slack advanced platform, where you can code for the, and you can create your own workflow that will do n number of things, and that coding is done into the TypeScript. But disclaimer over there, you will not get a chance to use those kind of workflows into your free workspace. On the freemium thing, you have to have a paid workspace pro license for that, at least a pro license. So if you guys want, we can conduct one session later on for that as well. Can we directly download a CSV file from that workflow? I never tried, but seems to be possible. We can give a try. Maybe some connector will be available downloading a file or something. Or if it is not, let's say when I emoji, add a reaction, I am doing this, continue, selecting the channel, and CSV downloader is not there, but we can go for the Google Sheets and download from there. Things are possible. You have to do a little bit workaround. So the custom one I was talking about, here is the bottom link, custom workflow. You can create your workflow, and in fact you can create a small steps. Like Akshay is asking that your organization is having a need for downloading the CSV file, so you can create this step and publish it so that this step will be available to all the workflow into your organization. So that is also possible, that these kind of steps over here, you can create your own custom steps and publish it over here. Okay, I'm jumping again to the PPT so that we are not missing anything. So we have learned about the triggers, how we can automate the simple task, and how we can take the control of the day. We can make it more powerful. Okay, if you guys want to know more in depth about each topic, so that is my YouTube channel. You can go over there and subscribe. And in fact, if you want to connect with me over LinkedIn as well, my LinkedIn is this one. Is there any community where I can, where multiple persons contribute with uh, different workflow? I don't think so, Harshit. Still, there is a community available, but that is a very good question. Even I was thinking about the same, that we can create our own steps, which may be reusable by other persons, and yes, we can distribute it. But yes, I can take your question and post it. Post it. Yeah, I can say that. So, having said that, we have Gaurav. Do you have any other thing?
No, Gaurav, I think we are good. It was really
Okay.
insightful session, and I
Okay.
appreciate the audience was really engaging. So it means that they were learning.
So yeah, I am hosting a quiz as well. So this is the link. Uh, should be able to join with the link. I'm going to the anonymous window. Let me see. Yes, able to join with the link. Okay, so you guys can go to slido.com. I am posting over here, and this is the quiz pin.
I think we should have around 11 participants.
Yes, Akshay joined. Should I be able to share this? Yes. Come on, guys.
Any difficulty, guys, you're facing?
This is the link, I think, to join directly. Yeah, this is the direct link to join. Yeah. We do have a goodies for winner. So that
Yes.
will be the motivation.
Since we have like 13, sorry, including both of us, 11 attendees, how many swags are we giving out today?
Come on, guys. It is a very simple quiz. Okay, where are the questions? Yeah, I'm going to launch when you guys will join, and if you can put your name, that will be good. Okay, people have joined. Okay, I'm not seeing it over here. Sorry, guys. Actually, I'm using this platform very first time. How many of you have joined? Yes, can you please post it? I'm seeing answer from 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay. Should we start then? I'm giving one more chance.
I hope everybody has joined. Yes, we can.
Okay, I am starting it.
Perfect. Good luck, guys.
Okay. Okay, here is the answer. Here's the people who have done so. Sorry for that one. Actually, I'm using this platform very first time. So there are only 5 people, 6 coming in, 7. Okay, 9. Okay, perfect. 10.
Yep, I should think we
Okay.
should get one more.
Okay, which programming skills require for building workflow? Salesforce, Python, C, no programming skills required at all.
That's an easy one, I think.
Yeah, just a warm up. Okay,
Gaurav
100%
Yadav.
give no programming skills. And yeah, that is the correct answer. Latasha on the first one, yeah. Sanchit on the second, Akshay. So you guys have to be fast and as well as give the correct answers as well. Going to the next one. Workflow can be triggered from emoji link webhook thread message, emoji link webhook when a person joins a channel, emoji link webhook message in a channel, emoji link webhook one-to-one message in a workflow app. Okay, 70% gives emoji link webhook when a person joins one-to-one app and thread message as well, and 10% gives one-to-one message in the workflow app. So there is nothing like a workflow app. So sorry about those last 10%. But yes, I'm also surprised to see what is the answer between these two. Okay, when a person joins the channel. Going to the next one. Okay, now the leaderboard is Akshay on the first, Sanjit on the second, John, Dhamrendra, Anna. Okay, so third question. Workflow can be triggered in, this is a multiple choice again, public group, private group, one-to-one message, thread. So it is a triggered in. Okay, 89% public group, 67% private group, one-to-one threads. Let's see. I think this is going to change drastically. All
All are
answers are correct. Yeah.
plot twist.
Okay. Dharmendra, Harshit. Yeah, I told you it is. So last 2 questions remains. Guys, be quick. Which of the following are the correct workflow steps? Again, multiple choice forms. Add message to the channel. Reply in a thread. Invoke Salesforce flow. This is again going to change a lot. That's what I feel.
Yes.
Okay, 100% forms. Yes, form is the correct workflow space. Add message to a channel is also. Reply in a thread. Invoke Salesforce flow. Yes, we can
Mm,
invoke a Salesforce flow as well. And that is recently very new. I put it intentionally to see if people are aware of it or not. Okay, Latasha, Dhamendra, Dr. Sachu, Harshit, Anna. Last question, guys. Be quick. Okay. Workflow can be used to collect information. Yes or no? Oh, 100% with yes. And yes is the correct answer. Yes, it can collect. So congratulations to the winner, Latasha, Dharmendra, Dr. Sachu, Harshit, and Anna. So yeah, good to see these new faces, I can say.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
definitely.
Latasha. So I can take a screenshot of this. If you guys want, you can also take the screenshot. So yeah, thanks for joining today's session. And I, I'm stop sharing. If you guys want to discuss anything,